welcome back to my channel. It's me, Angelica. So today I'm going to be doing a little get ready with me, and I'm also going to be doing some questions and answers. So I did have to write them down in a notebook because, as you guys know, I have been filming with my phone, and I obviously can't look at my Instagram and my phone while I'm recording because I'm using my phone to record. So I had to write down all the questions. I just want to shout out anyone who did leave a question. Like, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all 7 of you. I appreciate you. So I figured I could tie this into just a little get ready with me. I'm probably not going to go through all the products I'm using, but I just figured I could answer the questions and talk while I do get ready. Me and Josh are, I don't know why, I couldn't breathe for a second. Luna is at school currently. Josh and Manny are in the living room. So who knows, someone might walk in the middle of this. Let's hope they don't. Let's hope they can give me the privacy that I asked for, but we shall see. But yeah, I'm just gonna get started. I do have to like straighten my hair. It's kind of ugly out, so I hope the lighting is okay, because I'm like filming in front of my window, but I also have my ring light to give me extra lighting. But yeah, I'm just gonna get started and we're gonna get going. So first I usually, like I got in the shower, I washed my face. So now I'm just gonna put on my moisturizer. I literally use just Cetaphil, guys. And I just put that all over to just moisturize my face. Like, so I got started on Cetaphil, like a friend recommended it to me. Honestly, last year around this time, and my skin has like thanked me for it. Like when I used other brands of lotion, I mean, I do use occasionally like night creams and stuff that I find at TJ Maxx and stuff, but if I get a lotion, what happens is I wound up getting breakouts all over my face. But I will say, so I've been walking 3 miles a day, and I've been drinking about a gallon of water a day because I'm drinking water and I bring this huge gallon with me. And I drink the whole thing on my walk, plus whatever other water I drink throughout the day, because it's honestly mostly all I drink. But my skin has thanked me so much for it. I'm not even kidding. Like, my skin has been clear. My breakouts haven't been as much. I honestly don't know if it's just because I'm like in the fresh air and I'm moving my body as well. Like, I don't know what it is, but it feels so good. But now that I have my moisturizer on, I'm just gonna start straightening my hair a little bit. And it's not really, this is, I washed and straightened my hair on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. But I will wash it again on Saturday. Saturdays is my hair wash day, my cleaning day. Because I am walking those 3 miles a day, I'm not washing my hair every day. And I figured, like, I'll do it Saturday night. I'll wash it Saturday night. I'll blow it out with the hair straightener thing. And then on Sunday, I'll wear it because we usually go out on Sundays. Then Monday, I'm walking. Tuesday, I'm walking. Wednesdays, sometimes I don't have to walk because Josh is here. It depends on if he has to work or not. On Wednesdays, I do my hair again, and my hair's still pretty much clean. I just put some dry shampoo in. I don't know if you guys can see like the white residue. I didn't notice that I was gonna have white residue until after I sprayed it, and I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I'm about to do a video. But I'm just gonna section it off real quick. I'm just gonna go over it. It's like pretty much straight, but I just like to go over the pieces that are a little wavy. Guys, and here's the funny part. I'm just gonna put it up in a clip anyway, because it's kind of hot out, but, well, it's not really hot. It's actually, the temperature has gone down, so I'm loving it. But we're just gonna go over this. I just don't like, I love my hair being straight because I can wear it longer. Because if I wear my natural hair, guys, like, I can't wear it as long. I have to wash it like quicker, and I don't know if it's because I just don't really know the correct way to like maintain, I don't want to say curls because my hair hasn't been curly in a very long time. I guess I just want to say like wavy. It's really hard for me to maintain those waves. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go over this and straighten it real quick. Like I said, I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I'm just gonna go over my hair. But I guess I can get into some of the questions. So I got a couple of questions, and I guess I'll answer this one first. Somebody asked me what podcasts do I listen to? So I listen to like quite a few, and I've listened to a lot over the course of the last, I don't know, like 3 years. One that was one of my absolute favorites, and still is whenever you just need a kick in the ass, and if you're in business and stuff like that, I definitely recommend, give me 1 second. I definitely recommend the MF CEO if you guys are interested in like the business side of things, someone to really motivate you, I did start listening to, that's by Andy Frisella, by the way, and I really liked him for a while. But I will say lately, or once all the world started going crazy, it just started to get too political for me. And as much as I love hearing his input on things, and I liked getting his perspective, because obviously it wasn't the perspective that I was seeing all over my timeline, I just realized like there's so much going on. I don't need to be listening to a podcast giving me their opinions on everything. Like on top of that, like I want like lighthearted stuff. I want, like, if I'm gonna be indulging in that kind of stuff, there's like, if I'm scrolling my newsfeed, I'm getting it from everywhere. I don't need to also get it from the podcast that I choose to listen to. So I haven't listened to it's Real AF, so it's Real as Fuck by Andy Frisella, and I think, I'm not sure, but he has a few hosts on there. I know one of them is his brother. I did listen to it for a while, but like I said, I did stop listening to it because it got a little bit too political for me. And if you guys, when Frenemies ended, guys, it was like, that is another one that I listened to all the time. Like, it would be my cleaning day podcast because it was like a 2-hour long podcast. I would literally put it on and clean. That was like every Tuesday I would listen to Frenemies. Unfortunately it ended, and obviously they're going through some crazy stuff right now, so if you're a Frenemies fan, you know what I'm talking about. And I was very sad when they ended, and it seems like they're still trying to work through their issues, but let me just say that's one of my favorites. Trisha's a little mentally unstable, but I love her. What else? So I actually just finished listening to one before I started doing this. Manny MUA and Laura Lee, they're both, well, Laura Lee's not so much, but she used to be like a beauty guru on YouTube. Right now she kind of does like lifestyle stuff, and that's kind of who inspired me to do these things, because she's always doing stuff like this. I have to like part this down the middle, but I'm gonna have to get my little comb for that. Anyway, so I like theirs. It's called like Full Coverage, and it's like a play on words, because like like full coverage, like makeup. I don't know, it's cute. I like it. I just finished listening to their 3rd episode. I also started listening to this girl that I found on TikTok. Oh, I actually listened to 2 people that I found on TikTok. So one, her name's like Tasia Alexis, and then like I think his name is Camo, and it's called like Unfazed and Unbothered, and they just go through like their life. Who else do I listen to? I also listen to, I'm just giving you a rundown of every single person I ever listened to. Who's the other girl from TikTok? Her name is like Selena Spookyboo or something like that, and she just goes through her experiences. I like the spooky stuff and the paranormal stuff, so I listen to her sometimes, and she's really good as well. So yeah, those are some of the podcasts I listen to. I know that there's more that I probably haven't mentioned, but those are some of my favorites that I currently have been listening to. The next question is, do I want more kids? Let me just tell you something, guys. I love my kids to death. They're my little best friends, but they are also my biggest headache, the reason why I'm stressed, the source of my anxiety. I love them to death, but I am good at 2. And I also feel like it's very rude to constantly ask someone when they're gonna have more kids. I know that like I did share a little bit, but like damn, I couldn't shut that. Oh, I just put some primer on my face, by the way. I definitely have struggled with postpartum depression, and honestly, when I was pregnant with Manny, I had prepartum depression. It was very, it was not okay. I was not okay when I was pregnant with Man, and the way that I felt when I was pregnant, I just don't think I could put myself through that again. As much as I love my babies, but I'm okay with being an aunt and welcoming new babies in that way and welcoming new babies into the family that way. But for me, myself, I just can't see myself having any more kids. I'm okay with 2. Emmanuel is a lot. If you guys ever seen me hang out with that kid, or hung out with him yourself, he is a little bit of a wild child. So I have my hands full with him, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with just having 2 kids. The next question is, how many tattoos do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 tattoos. Yeah, I had to count them. Yes, I have 6. I have one on my foot that says family is forever. I have one on my ankle that's Luna's birth tattoo. I have my Harry Potter tattoo. I have a tattoo for my dad right here, and I just have a quote that I got from a friend, excuse me, when he was first starting out tattooing. And I also have something on my finger for Josh. But yeah, my tattoos, I'm not like super tatted or anything like that. All of my tattoos have a special meaning, kind of besides this one, but I always like this quote and I love it. So, and I am someone who does not regret tattoos. I feel like at every point in my life, they meant something to me, and they're just a representation of a phase, not a phase, but a chapter of what I went through in my life. And I'm grateful for all of them. And I know I have a memory and a story behind each, and I know where I got them, and I love my tattoos. I remember one time, she's actually my friend now. We did business together, but we were at work one time and she was like, are you ever gonna regret that you got a Harry Potter tattoo? And I was like, no, like I'm not. Like, to me, like Harry Potter has been such a huge part of not my life obviously, but I read the books, I think it was sophomore year or freshman year of high school, and it is just an amazing world to get yourself lost in. I don't know, unless you're a Harry Potter fan and you've read the books. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can read the movies too, but it's not the same. There's just something about reading the books, they're so magical. And that also leads me to one of my next questions. Which Hogwarts house are you? So I actually, when I take the test, and I don't know why I get so offended by it, because I wanted to be a Gryffindor so bad, and I feel like I wanted to be a Gryffindor so bad. Sorry, I'm just gonna put my thing on. I wanted to be a Gryffindor so bad. So right now what I'm putting on is I'm just gonna put on some CC cream. I no longer wear foundation because it's just too much for me. And I just feel like a CC cream just gives me what I want. If you were wondering. But so I'm doing, I actually have to go wet my sponge, so I'll be right back. Guys, I am back. So like I said, I've been using a CC cream because I just feel like it gives me more of a glow, and it's more of my natural skin. And I love makeup. I obviously love looking good, but what I've noticed about when I wear foundation is I feel like it always looks cakey, no matter if I wear a dewy or what. Not necessarily if I wear a dewy, but for some reason, I can't get my words out. I don't like to use powders. So to set my dewy foundation, it just always kind of like looked like it was gonna slide off my face. And what I've noticed is I've really been embracing my natural skin, and obviously it helps that my natural skin has been amazing lately. And I'm not just saying that, maybe that's the Leo inside of me just bragging on myself, telling myself how amazing I am, but we should all have some self-confidence. Like, you should brag that your skin is amazing. You should be bragging that you feel good about yourself. Anyway, so what I've realized is I just really like to see my natural skin, and what the CC cream does for me is it gives me protection from the sun. Obviously there's SPF in it, but it also just gives me like color corrects, you know what I mean? That's what it is, it's color correcting cream. So it's just gonna make my face all one color, and it's just gonna even out my skin tone, and I absolutely love what it does for my skin. So that's what I have on right now. I just have my CC cream on. I had to wet my sponge. But now what I do is I do put some concealer on just under my under eyes, because they are a little bit darker, and just on like any spots that I have. But I don't go too crazy with the concealer, and I don't do like contour or anything. I used to do all of that, and there's nothing wrong with any of that. It's just for my personal preference. When it's really, really hot in Texas, like I don't want pounds of thing on my face. Of course I want to look good, but I don't want pounds of like makeup or anything on my face. But back to my question. So I put, which Hogwarts house are you? Not I put. Someone put, which Hogwarts house are you? And I, like I said, would get so offended because I was like, I just want to be a Gryffindor. Like, that was like my stan house, obviously. Like, Harry's from there, Hermione's from there, you know, everyone's from there. So I was like, I want to be that. So I am not. Every time I've taken the quiz, and I've taken it like so many times, I always come back as a Slytherin, guys, which I embrace it now. I understand that I'm a Slytherin, but it took me a while. I'm like, bro, like, why am I not? I literally would retake the quiz so many times because I didn't want to. It's like Harry in the movie where he's like, anything but Slytherin, anything but Slytherin, anything but Slytherin. And like, bitch, why'd I get Slytherin? But I'm just gonna blend this in. But so that was one. of those. And then another question about books was, what am I currently reading? So I started this series called, what the fuck is it called? The Three Dark Queens. And I actually really like it. If you're into young adult fantasy, I definitely recommend it. It's about three, like, obviously dark queens. They're three queens who are raised to basically like become queen, but only one can actually sit on the throne. So they're all like prepped and ready and like have really cool powers. And, you know, one can be one with the animals, and she can, oh shit, I left this on too long, so it's getting a little dry on my forehead if you can't see how white that is. I'm gonna mix in some of the color correct and just wet that up and blend it a little bit. But so one can control the weather, another can control like animals and grow flowers, so she's a naturalist. Another one is a poisoner. Did I say the one can control the weather already? Yeah, like the lightning and all of that kind of stuff. So she's really cool. And her, well, they're all really cool, honestly. I love the characters in the book. But so they all are like basically born, and they're triplets. And then they're all sisters, they're triplets, they're separated at birth and sent to their different, like one goes to go live with the poisoners, the other one goes to live with the naturalists. Yeah, it's the naturalists. And then the other one, I don't know why I can't remember what that house is called. The ones that do the weather, elementalist, I think, something like that. It has to do with the elements, because obviously it's because it's for the weather. So they control the weather, like I said, and they're separated at birth, and they go and train to become queen, because eventually they have to come together on their 16th birthday, and they have to basically kill each other, and whoever like wins becomes the queen. But the twist is like, they're not supposed to care about each other, because they're raised to hate each other, but two of them actually like deeply care for each other, so they cannot kill each other. And I mean, not to give a spoiler or anything, but their mom knew that one would be stronger than the rest. So at birth, instead of sending them the way that she was supposed to, like send this one to go live with the naturalists and this one to go live with the poisoners, she sent the girl who was actually a poisoner to the naturalists, so that they would never like be able to actually harness their gifts, so that they would always just be weak, and they wouldn't understand why they couldn't like live to their full potential. I'm gonna spray this on me real quick. It's just a setting spray. So they couldn't live to their full choking on it. So they couldn't live to their full potential and become who they were meant to be and train in their actual skills. It's kind of messed up that their own mom would do that to them. But again, like they weren't raised to care about their sisters or care about their kids. It was kind of like they became queen, they bred their heirs, and then they go away and they like leave, and then their kids are raised to fight to the death, and then it's just the same and same on. And it's like an island. It's a really good book. I really like it. So if you're into that kind of stuff, I would definitely recommend reading it. I'm just reading the list of the questions. What show am I currently watching? So I'm currently watching like a few different ones, because I just like, it depends on what I'm in the mood for. So Lucifer just came out again, so I'm finishing up Lucifer's season 6. I'm kind of sad that it's ending. I'm not gonna lie, like I don't really like the way the season's going, and I feel like they should have just stopped at season 5, because now I just kind of feel like they're just trying to end things, but I don't really like it. But I'm still watching it, obviously, because I want to know how it ends. I'm watching Schitt's Creek. I'm kind of in the middle of that. That's like if I'm in a lighthearted mood and I just want to like laugh at the stupidest shit. I like Schitt's Creek. I just actually start watching the new show with Selena Gomez on Hulu. It's called like Only Murders in the Building. I think I'm on episode 4. I think that's what it is, because they come out once a week, and I really like that one. So I've been watching that one. I'm just gonna brush out my brows real quick, because I put setting spray on, so I'm gonna brush them, and then I'm gonna put some product in them. So I like that. And that's the ones that I'm currently watching right now. I'm waiting for a few of our ones that stopped filming, obviously because of the pandemic, so I'm waiting for those ones to come back out. But currently, that is what I'm watching, and I really like it. I really like the ones that I've been watching. And I usually watch my shows once the kids go to bed, because obviously I like shows that have more adult content in them, and I don't want my kids to be watching what I'm watching. So I usually, like, once the kids go to bed, because we have a 7 o'clock bedtime, I don't play over here. They wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, they can go to bed at 7 o'clock at night. They don't need to be up any earlier, because it doesn't matter what time I put them to bed, they always wake up at that time. Like, even on the weekends now, they're waking up, especially now, because we've been getting Luna ready for school, and I wake up at 6. They've been waking up at 6 too. So there's that. So sorry, I'm just focusing on my eyebrow real quick, so I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, so that's why 7 o'clock bedtime, and that's when I just sit there and I watch my shows and I just unwind. But yeah, that's currently what I'm watching, and that's currently what I'm into. What is the other question? Okay, so this is my last question, and this one is something that, like, not only did someone ask me on my Instagram story. Oh, also someone commented on my little message box thing and said I'm the best mama, and like, guys, like, I don't hear it enough that, like, I'm doing good as a mom, so thank you. I appreciate that so much. I really do. Like, when someone says something like that to me, like, that is the highest form of compliment you can ever give me, is tell me that I'm killing it as a mom, because sometimes I don't feel like I am. Anyway, so my last question, which I'm about to be finished up my makeup anyways, because I just finished my brows, is why did I leave It Works? So, and I get asked this question all the time. I always get a message like, hey, are you still doing this? Or, hey, how come you stopped doing it? And guys, listen, like, it's not anything bad. It's not anything like, there's no real, like, oh my God, the drama. I'm not one of those people who stop doing it, so I'm gonna be like, oh my God, MLMs are like the craziest thing. Like, I can't believe I got scammed by them. Like, first of all, no one gets scammed by an MLM. You know what you're doing. You know what you're signing up for. And not even a scam, because it's not a scam. It's not. Like, it honestly helped take care of our, not take care, because obviously Josh had a job, but like, I was making very good money. And there was a point, like, with all businesses, and if you're a business owner, you know this, there's always seasons, there's always dips. And at one point I was making a lot of money and I was doing very well. But I also have some mental illnesses. I won't sit here and pretend like I don't have anxiety, I don't have depression, I do. And sometimes they can really take me out, and I can self-sabotage a lot. And, you know, that's kind of what happened with It Works. Like, I was doing very well, and then I would be like, you don't deserve this, you shouldn't be doing this. And I would self-sabotage, you know, and I wasn't doing my best. And with me not doing my best, you know, that affects my paycheck. But it was just a lot on my mental health. I had a great team. I had a great leader. Shout out Ashley. But, you know, she was someone who genuinely cared. And she has been amazing. We still talk pretty much, I don't want to say every day, because we don't talk every day, but we talk, you know, if not once a week, every 2 weeks, if not that, like we talk, we're in not constant communication. I don't say it that way. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is we have a relationship still after I did the business. And I know a lot of people can't say that they had a leader or that they left the business because, you know, a lot of people will be like, oh, like, you don't make money. You do make money. It's just about how much you're willing to work for it. And I will 100% say, I'm finishing my video. I'm finishing my video.
All right.
Okay, go back out.
I love you.
I love you too.
Wow.
That was Josh. I will 100% say it wasn't because of leadership or anything like that. It was honestly me. I just couldn't do it. And I'm in a really good space right now to start doing this. And this is a lot less pressure, I guess you could say, for me and my mental health, because I was in the point of my business where I was reflecting and building so much of my self-confidence and who I was off of how much my paycheck was. Because when you go from making $5,000 a month to $200 a month, that fucks with you. And you can say it doesn't, but like, I needed time to mentally recover from that. And it wasn't because the business stopped paying me or that nobody wanted the products. I still get messages of, hey, do you do It Works? I want to, you know, I want to buy something. And I just let them know, like, hey, I do not, but you can reach out to this person and they will help you. You know, I still get messages from people who want me to host a post and stuff for them. That's like one of the business things. And I just let them know, like, hey, no, thank you. I actually did the business and I'm just not interested in that at this moment. You know, like, it's not that I think anything is wrong with the company or my leadership or anything like that. I just realized that for my mental health, I really needed to step back. And it was honestly like a year ago around this time where I realized, like, hey, I don't think this is for me anymore. But I also will say this. I felt like that for a while and I was just holding on and I was just still doing it because I was like, but this is what I'm doing for my kids. Like, I need the paycheck. But like, the paycheck started to feel more like a chore than something I was excited about. And I just didn't want to put myself in that situation anymore. And I just wanted to feel good about myself again. And I'm not saying that that was really bad for me, but I was starting to lose myself. I was getting so tied up and how much money I was making and all of that, that I was forgetting that that's not the most important thing. And I would get frustrated and I would get sad and I would feel like I would be constantly having mental breakdowns. And I just felt like money isn't everything. And if it's costing me my peace, it's not worth it, you know? So I decided to step back, and it has been about a year. It'll be a year right now. And I actually just started to do YouTube because I actually enjoy filming videos. I enjoy talking to you guys. A lot of people would message me and be like, oh my God, I miss you so much. Thank you so much for like all of the inspirational stuff. Like, are you okay? And I would constantly have to just tell people like, yeah, girl, I'm good. I just needed a little mental reset. I needed a little break. That's Manny in the background. I needed a little break. I just needed time to find out who I was again. And I feel like this is definitely helping me find who I am again. And, you know, I love it. I love doing the videos. I love filming myself and getting myself back out there again. And who knows, maybe one day I will jump back into an MLM, you know, not necessarily an MLM, but maybe like I will jump back in. But as of right now, I just feel like what's best for me and what's best for my family was to take a step back. For me, it was really the best thing. And you know, Josh was at a point where he got a raise and we were making enough money where I was like, okay, like, you're stressed out for what? Like, you guys have enough money to just kind of like do your thing. I need to get my clip and stuff so I can put my hair up. But you know, we were at a point where like I didn't need to be over here stressing about stuff like that. So I am ready for the day. I am going to end this here. That was my last question. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it was a little bit of a long one because I was just getting ready and just sharing some of my thoughts and answering some questions that you guys had for me. But I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. Ask me more questions if you want to. If you want to know what products I use, I can always list them if anyone's interested. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good day and I appreciate you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.